Hey guys, this is Jennifer with Construction Landscape Company. I am here at a project that we finished about a month ago. We just swung back in to do a little bit of touch-ups after they had their fencing installation done. And it was just so beautiful, and I'm here, it's late afternoon sun, so I thought I would get just a quick video. So I'm gonna just kind of walk through the areas that we re-landscaped and let you guys see them, and I hope some of this inspires you. I am currently just off the driveway. Let me flip this around. So yes, there we go. Get this angle for you. So just to kind of give you a point of reference, we are just steps off of the driveway here. This is a nice corner lot, and we thought what a great way to incorporate and use this whole corner lot space rather than just have grass. Right off of the driveway, we are stepping onto a gravel pad flanked by some nice royal palms. And then it opens up to a seating section around the fire pit. I love that this area is not covered. This is the open section. We do have a pergola back there, if you can kind of see a sneak peek of it from here. But as these royal palms really grow in, I think that's going to do a really good job of giving us a natural shade canopy. But right now, I think it's just a beautiful sight to see. It's a big space to entertain, and of course, it is centered around this lovely water feature. Now, this was a labor of love, but it was so worth it. I tell you, it's been such a pleasure working with the Miner family. They're a family of 5 who enjoy being outside. They entertain outside a great deal. I can't tell you how many photos I've gotten sent to me of kids sitting along the water feature or walking up the rocks. This is a spot that they actually use, they enjoy, between the fire pit area and the waterfall. And it being so close to the entrance of the house, I think that it just pulls you right outdoors. And that's the best part of my job, is making sure that we're creating enough spaces within the yard that pulls you outside, that where folks can gather, where family and friends can gather together. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll notice that flow is very important to me. So I wanted to be sure that, we started off right off of the patio area, or right off of the driveway area, and then this leads to another pathway of flagstone set into a gravel pad that goes to a covered patio seating. Now, as you're walking through here, I really did want you to feel like you were coming up under a canopy of palm trees. It leads you right to the second water feature in the yard. This is a disappearing water fountain. It's in the urn style. This flows just below ground and recirculates right back up. We had a bubbler for every time the irrigation system comes on, it adds water to that basin. It circulates irrigation water over and over without the maintenance of constantly having to add water to a system. And here we are, we're gonna meander right from this patio section right into their pool area. Now stepping into the pool patio. As you can see, we've got lush, thick tropical palms on the sides where we want to soften the roof lines of the house. And as those understory trees, those pygmy date palms below, grow into their 9 to 10 foot height, it's going to be perfect for overall coverage. To the back, you know, we've got a fantastic breeze off of the lake, so we didn't want to take that away. Brought in some palm trees that have enough height to them where we're just seeing the impact of those canopies. And as those trees fully mature, it's going to be such a big, beautiful resort-like feel as each of those palm tree canopies connect. I did a soft underplanting just below, just so we have a little bit of lower ground cover and impact as an under canopy planting. But I didn't want anything too heavy or too floral to take away from the water view line. So I think this does a nice job of doing that. Now you will notice on this corner, we started to get heavy again. The neighbor's house, just to the rear of that corner there, they are starting pool construction. So that pool area is going to pretty much take over that whole corner section of my client's view line. So bringing in a fishtail palm that's going to really get some nice width to it, and then it's flanked by a couple pygmy date palms. And again, we're going to have that 9 to 10 foot bit of coverage there. As those things mature, it's going to be so nice, not just a visual barrier, but it's going to offer them a sound barrier as well. And I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but the frond movement is so spectacular when you're out by the pool. So now we're on the other side of the house. And if you're from the street, I'll see if I can put in a before picture, but you can pretty much see this wall of this house and their driveway is directed just across from this side yard. So we brought in some fishtail palms. These are 30-gallon fishtail palms, so they're around that 9 to 10 foot range, and they're going to do a fantastic job of giving my clients some nice bit of coverage. And they're going to chunk out really thick, so you're going to have a nice big grouping with some height to them as they grow of that split leaf type of tropical feel. And it gave us an option by having a backdrop there and getting the afternoon shade that we get here to put in a hammock, put in a little area that we just kind of tucked in another little relaxing area. Let's kind of get us best angle I can, y'all. Now we're going to go ahead and lead out to the front yard. So when I first met the Miners family, they had the basic builder's package, and that's just typically a few plants and trees in the garden, and not a whole lot of thought goes into it. It's pretty much just to get you into the house and then find your own style as you as you grow into the home. And after meeting with them, it was very clear that they wanted a tropical oasis all the way around their house. They're a family that lives outdoors, so creating these individual spaces and rooms for them outside, it was just so much fun to do together. And I think it all turned out so well. This is the front entranceway here. First walked up to the front doorway with Callie was how long this wall was, and then how heavy and tall the roof line was for the second story. I wanted to keep the grandness of the home, but soften it. So I brought in 3 Alexander single trunked palm trees, and I think they do such a good job with giving us that vertical impact in this space and also giving us that resort-like feel as you're coming up to the walkway. Now these trees will get 20 to 25 foot tall, so they'll be perfect as they grow up and just get just below that second story line there, and allow for all the underplantings just below to get some nice size, like those blue silver agaves in the center. They will get a nice 4 foot tall, so we're gonna have some grand pops along the walkway as these trees fully mature. Now the left side of the house, and if you'll notice when I'm looking from the roadside and I'm looking at the bones of the home, you can see how this really drops down. I mean, this tends to tear right down on this corner. So I brought in some foxtail palms for the corner. They're gonna max out at 30 foot tall, which is going to be ideal for balancing this big tall roof line that's here. So as these trees get some size to them over here, and this triple palm tree will get about that 20-25 foot tall as these Alexanders here, then we're really gonna have a nice bit of staggering on the landscape end. And that's what I'm looking for when I'm creating a design. If the house itself or the architecture of the home is doing a tear down effect here, that I'm doing it the same way from the opposite direction. That way we have some anchor points. We've got some impact on this side to help balance out the impact that we have over here on this side. We're really working with that. The 2 mass trees in the front, they're still pretty young, but those 2 will get into that 24-28 foot range, so they're going to be perfect on each side of the entranceway, and I look forward to seeing them grow in. We put together a nice center island for the driveway area, and now we're back to where we started. And if you noticed that flow from this starting section into that gate and the flagstone pathway over the gravel leads into that flagstone pathway, which now leads into a patio seating section, which that patio seating section goes into a patio or a paver walkway that now leads into the pool area. I mean, these are all connective spaces, and being able to pull one into the next, I think, is what makes such a cohesive plan come together. So thank you guys so much for taking this tour with me. I hope it gave you some inspiration. If you're in need of some landscape work or some curb appeal out to the front or bringing a resort-like feel to the back, then please give me a call. I'd be happy to walk through the space with you and see what we can come up with together. Again, my name is Jennifer, and I'm with Consultation Landscape Company. We specialize in residential landscape design and installation, and we service areas from the Treasure Coast up into the Space Coast. And I'd love to hear from you. see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.